Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. So it's Monday the 20th, and if you remember last week I said that I was going to try and get Ian to film the spaceship that he was creating. If there was enough time we'd get it in on that Sunday, but there wasn't. He didn't manage to get it finished. So it is finished now, so I can show you the spaceship, or turn the camera around and let Ian show you the spaceship. And here it is.
May I present HMS Indigo Blue?
That kind of gives it away.
It does
for.
really, yes.
So I'm just going to pan across. You carry on talking about the machine, Ian, and I will...
The machine itself has got... I'll turn it on so it looks more exciting. There we go. At the front, if you go to the front, Mike, we have the aura intake. Collects all the space aura. With it being indigo blue, it of course had to have an indigo blue light on it. Lovely. That helps to illuminate the area as it travels. This is looking for baddies or foe of the Empire.
Okay.
We've got the jets on the side, one on each side.
There's one on each side.
There is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But of course we have to have oxygen as well. So we have oxygen tanks underneath.
Okie dokie, there, yes.
And at the back we have the indigo powered engines.
Ooh, look at that.
And of course you've got to have a rotor.
Well, of course.
You really need to have
How does it travel through space without?
This is true.
So this was a commission from Kane Alfie from Indigo Blue, hence the name of the ship. So there you go.
We've even got a little crown on the little console to turn it on and off.
Yeah, and of course a little
plaque.
Little plaque, just giving you the bits and pieces about the spaceship. It's fantastic. This isn't the first machine that Kane Alfie have purchased from you.
Oh no, they've got 3, I think.
We've got 3 so far.
We'll just have a pan into the kitchen, just quickly give a quick preview of the other one, the big one, or shall we leave that for another
We'll
day?
leave the submarine till later.
Oh yes!
Because that needs a video
on its own.
Yeah, rather than take the shine away from this fantastic machine. So as you can see, how long do you reckon it is across?
I think it's
24, 25 inches or so.
I'll tell you. We get the tape.
Absolute beauty, isn't it?
It measures 25 inches.
25 inches, yeah.
By 19 inches by about 12 inches.
Cool.
13 inches.
Fantastic. So how long has it taken you to build it?
Quite a while. I don't know. I can't do times because I build bits and put to one side and build something else. I have what my mum and dad used to call a grasshopper mind. It goes from one thing to another. So I build bits, put it away. It's taken probably 3 weeks, solid, if I was to do it all at once. Yeah. I like the little wooden piece.
Yeah, it looks the part. It's steampunk. Yeah. So you'd like a wooden steam engine, like on the old, like Stephenson's rocket.
Yes. Yeah. Planked.
Yeah, planked. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Well done, that man.
Thank you.
It's Tuesday, 21st. It's about 3 o'clock. And today's been one of those kind of busy-ish days where I've had quite a few bits and pieces to do day job stuff-wise. So nothing that's related to art or, well, still graphic design, but not kind of my art, if you know what I mean. So I've been pretty much nose to the grindstone all day, both of us actually, me and Ian, both working on a project for a company here in Leeds. But obviously I've had a few breaks away, as you saw, to do laundry and that kind of stuff this morning. Plus, obviously, we stopped for lunch. And the lady that comes in and helps us with our accounts and that kind of stuff has been today as well. So literally we've had all 3 people in the office space, if you like, today. So now just kind of like finished. I've just uploaded video for tonight, and I've just finished editing the vlog and I'm going to schedule that to go live tomorrow at 7 p.m. as I normally do, because tomorrow I'm going to be going to Mum and Dad's in the morning this time rather than for lunchtime. I'm going earlier because last week I got stuck in rush hour traffic coming home. It took me nearly an hour and a half to get back from Mum and Dad's last Wednesday evening, and the journey normally only takes like 40 to 50 minutes. So I'm going to go earlier. So I'm going to be going. I'm going to be setting off from here about 9:30 tomorrow morning, and go over to Mum's, take her shopping, and then if I can set off back to Leeds around about 2:30, I'm going to miss all the rush hour traffic. So fingers crossed. Again, hopefully I'm not going to have to do that journey many more times now. So hopefully, this week. It was all quiet yesterday on the house buying front, or the house selling front, if you like. We just had a couple of confirmation emails to send through to the solicitors, the lawyers, but nothing for the time being. So we're going to probably leave it a couple of days and then start chasing again, find out what's going on and what paperwork's been, what they're waiting for, what our buyer solicitors' paperwork are waiting for, and see if we can kind of push them into exchange as soon as possible. Because, just living in limbo, as you can see, I didn't end up throwing all of the drawers away. I kept one column because I haven't got anywhere to put the other stuff that's in there. So out of the 33, I got rid of 22 and managed to empty 22 of them. But I've still got, a lot of it can be consolidated still. The skip hasn't gone yet, so there's still space. I've just ended up putting some more stuff in there today as well, actually. The bedroom, the spare bedroom in the new house, we're going to, rather than have a bed in there that's permanently set up as a bedroom, when it only gets used once in a blue moon, we've decided that we're going to just put in a bed settee in the small bedroom. And if anybody comes over to stay, we just literally, so no bedside tables and no lamps. So we've got rid of the old bedside cabinets, which are probably about 25 years old now. So we've got rid of those. We've got rid of the old table lamps because they were only cheap things. Paid less than £10 each for those. Years and years and years ago. So they've gone as well now. So we're pretty much as decluttered as we're going to get, he says. So famous last words, that one. Hello. Are you going to come and help me with the washing on the line? Yeah? Are you going to come and help me with washing? Come on then. All dry. Are you going to help? Or are you just going to stand there? What are you seeing? Not a lot. So this is Mr. Bentley's idea of helping out with the washing. Good morning. It's just after 9 o'clock on Wednesday, the 22nd of May. I'm going through to, I'm in the car as you can tell. I'm driving through to Mum and Dad's early because last week I went through just after lunch, took Mum shopping, and then I came back late in the afternoon and I hit rush hour traffic and it took me twice as long to get back. So this week I'm going early, first thing, so that I can get back before rush hour starts. Unfortunately, what I forgot was that rush hour here in Leeds extends to about 9:30, 9:45. So I'm stuck in rush hour going out of the city rather than coming in the city. So I know. If it's not one thing, it's another. You see, just pop, pop. Oh, he just sits down there. Look, just sitting. Oh, they're beautiful. Yes. He's a good lad. Anyway, it's Thursday morning. I'm not sure what the date is. 23rd, perhaps. I don't know, can't remember. Anyway, the electricity's off, or the sockets are off. We have an electrician here at the moment, and he's doing a circuit test on the house, just to the last final thing, if you like, before we finally get to exchange and complete on the house. Is that they just wanted us to do an electric safety test on all the wiring, because we did all the improvements to the house about 5 years ago, put the kitchen in, put all the pot lights, all that kind of stuff in. It was done at the time, but it was 5 years ago, so the new owners of the house just want a quick test doing, just to make sure that they are buying a house that's got safe wiring, which is fair enough. So at the moment, all the electrical sockets, outlets in the house are turned off, which means computers and all that kind of stuff. So I can't do any work on the computer. So the electrician is downstairs with Ian, so I've got Mr. Bentley up here with me, just to stop him jumping up and wanting to be loved by everybody, as he does. So pretty much just sat here doing nothing. I've made a journal cover, so I'm going to have a play with that in the next day or so. Excuse me, but going through some of my boxes while I was starting to pack everything up, I discovered a box from a year or two ago when we had the arts and crafts store down in the city centre, and it still had some stock in it. I know. So I found a load of stencils. Look, stencils. There's some TCW stencils. There's some stencils from Indigo Blue. There's a Ranger Tim Holt stencil, and they're all still in the packaging. They're all brand new. They've just been sat in a box. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the website at a extremely discounted price and just sell them and just get rid. I also found a big pile of Dina Wakley paintbrushes, you know, the long-handled ones. Found loads. Well, absolutely loads. Unfortunately, these are going to be too big to post. It's going to make the postage on those far too expensive. So I can't really sell those. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them. I'll just take that out of the packaging and I will use them, because there's some, you know, the larger ones, that's the 1/2-inch one. There's a couple of those. And then there's some of the round brushes, the number 6 rounds. There's 3 of those and 3 of the number 4 rounds. So I may as well just absorb those into my own collection. One of the things that has been kind of like a discussion point over the past week or so is I bought some Ranger black paintbrushes and the paint's all chipped. Now people are saying that's because I've been leaving them in water. The wood's swelling and they're causing the paint to flake off the handle. However, I treat those brushes exactly the same way that I treat my Dina Wakley ones, I treat the Taklon ones, I treat the Royal Langnickel ones. And you know, none of the others have chipped. It's just the Ranger ones that I've chipped. So that does tell you a little bit about you know, maybe the quality of the wood or the paint finish that the Ranger uses on their paintbrushes, not the best. But saying that, all I've done is just put some black Gorilla Tape around the handles, and it's fine, they're fine. And the water's not getting through, even through the Gorilla Tape. So, jobs are good. No harm done. So anyway, I've got no idea how long the electrician's got, or it will take this morning. So I'm just kind of captive up here with Mr. Puppy Dog for at least an hour. It's alright for some. Some of us are working. And look, some of us are just relaxing. It's Friday, 24th of May. And I've just kind of had a kind of mini meltdown. A little bit of a stressful kind of like panic attack. Literally, I've just come into my art room and I've just looked at all this and all that, and also all this lot still. And I've just kind of thought to myself, even though I've decluttered and got rid of a phenomenal amount of stuff, I've still got a phenomenal amount of stuff left to pack. Now, we've paid for the removal company to pack and move, but that still doesn't take away that kind of knot in the chest and the anxiety about how much stuff there's still left to do. I mean, I've still got to take this off the wall yet, where my filming station is, and the computer screen, and that kind of bookcase has to be taken off the wall. There's still stuff that needs to be done before the removal company actually get in here and actually start removing things. So, yeah, I mean, it's not just me, though. I mean, even though I've still got like this bookcases and stuff to do, I mean, Ian's still got loads of stuff to pack as well. So I'm just having a bit of a... So it's just after lunch. I'm still feeling a bit tight-chested. We've just had something to eat. I'm just having a chat with Ian. He's now gone back out into the garage to sort out and start bagging up all his little components and little things. He's got loads and loads of little things in little drawers, storage units. He's bagging up all those kind of things. So he's kind of started to get ready. Because I'm feeling a bit anxious, the easiest way for me to try and get over that, apart from working my anxiety out on maybe like an art journal page or something like that, which I may do tomorrow, or Saturday, well, tomorrow is Saturday, is to actually sit down and write a proper list of what I need to do before the removal company actually arrives. So it's things like taking the bookcase off the wall, stripping down the camera, making sure all the cables and all that kind of stuff are all put and safe in a specific place where I know where they're going to be, so I can get those out first and get them back up again, so I can start recording and making videos pretty much soon after. But there's other things that we need to think about, like taking these mirrors off the walls. So, I mean, literally, everything else, all the pictures and all that can all just lift off. These are screwed onto the wall because they're so big and so heavy. So we literally have to unscrew those, lift them off. We have to raise them up off the ground because the brackets underneath, you can't just put them straight down because they'll just fall over. So you have to remove the brackets off before you can actually put them down onto the floor. So it's like a 3-stage process for these blooming things. So it's just stuff like that which we've got to do before the removal company arrives. And next week is going to be really, really busy. So and that's kind of adding to the anxiety. But I'm sure it'll all work out. I'm probably worrying about nothing. But just for now, to help me get through this process, I'm just going to sit and spend the next hour just writing everything down that I can think of that needs to be done. That way I'll feel better, that I've got a better understanding and plan about what I need to fit in before the end of next week, which, fingers crossed, is when we're actually moving. And of course, somebody who's not stressed out at all. So it's Saturday afternoon, and I've just finished doing an art journal page spread, a double page art journal page spread for tonight's video. So because I needed to have peace and quiet to do the art journal page, Ian's had to hold off doing some drilling and things, so it's now started up. So if you can hear like a rumbling noise in the background, that's Ian in the garage trying to catch up because I've stopped him from working. Anyway, so the art journal page that I've done is that one. So this was kind of, I just needed to sit down and just do something that I could actually work out a bit of frustration and get rid of a bit of stress about the house move. So I took my inspiration from the Edvard Munch painting and just recreated it, kind of thing. So a lot of fun to do, absolutely loads and loads of fun to do, and yes, it did help relieve a little bit of stress on an otherwise stressful day. So that was Saturday. So what I need to do now is to sit and take all the footage off the memory card, bring it onto the computer, edit it all, and then get it rendered, and then upload it to YouTube, and then do all the thumbnails and all that kind of stuff that we do with YouTube videos. So did enjoy that, lots and lots and lots. Tomorrow we're going to Mum and Dad's. Ian's wanting to move or take out of the equation for moving all of his finished stock. So all of the machines that he's built that he takes to the shows, he doesn't want those to be handled because they're delicate. He doesn't want those to be handled by the removal company and put those in with the rest of the furniture, that kind of stuff. He wants to kind of like circumvent that altogether. So he's asked Mum and Dad whether or not they would mind storing them for a week or so until we've actually moved into the new house. Then he can bring them over on his own. That way he knows that they're not going to get damaged or broken in transit. So phoned Dad and asked whether that would be okay. Well, they obviously said yes. They're going to be stored in my old bedroom, but also invited us over for Sunday lunch at the same time, which was absolutely lovely. So we're all going over tomorrow. I've got a couple of little jobs to do before we go tomorrow, but more on that tomorrow morning. And there's the rumbling. Good morning. It's 11:15 on Sunday, the 26th, I think it is today, and it's absolutely teeming it down with rain. I've just jumped in the car because one of the things about moving house is that there are some things which are really, really sentimental about the house, and for me there's just one particular plant, one garden plant that I don't want to leave. I know it sounds awful. The garden is full of plants and flowers, and a lot of them are in full bloom, but there's one particular flower, one particular plant in the garden which is really unusual. It's a cranesbill geranium, but the flowers are double, and I've never seen one before. And anybody that I have talked to that know about flowers and know about these particular types of flowers also said that they've never seen a double one. But it's blue, so it's a blue double geranium. I'll put a photograph on screen now so you can see what I'm talking about. And this particular flower has a little bit of a sentimental, has emotions attached to it for me, and I really don't want to leave it behind because I don't know whether I'll ever find another one exactly the same. So I need to dig up a portion of it with a decent kind of like root system behind. It's kind of split into two anyway. It's one of these type of plants that you can just dig up part of the root system and it will it will establish its own root system from that, and it's kind of like an underground thing where it goes under, the roots come out a bit further up and it spreads itself that way. So it's going to be easy to cut out and easy to take one with me. So I've just gone into the garage where the rest of the gardening hand tools are supposed to be, bearing in mind that we demolished and got rid of the shed last weekend. So there's no tools in there at all because it's gone, no longer exists. So I've gone into the garage just to find the hand tools, only to discover that Ian's thrown them away. He's dumped them. He said it's probably because they were old and a bit rusty, and probably thought to himself that we probably wouldn't need them and would get new when we move to the new house, which is fair enough. But I do need them, so I'm going to have to go to the supermarket or to the local gardening centre, if you like, or DIY store, and purchase some new ones, which is why I'm in the car now. Did I mention it's raining as well? Okay, so I'm back from the supermarket, trowel and mini fork in hand. They weren't that expensive, so right, I better get to digging. So we got back from Mum and Dad's around about 5:45, full tummied, satisfied and very, very sleepy. The pair of us just wanted to sit on the couch and fall asleep. As you can see, Mr. Bentley having a lovely time with Grandad and Grandma too, but obviously I got the footage of Mr. Bentley sitting on Grandad's knee, which is far too big for now, and he hasn't done that for such a long time. It's great to see the bond that Bentley and Dad have, which is lovely, because obviously Bentley's going to be staying over with Grandma and Grandad when we get ready for the move, because we don't want him trying to get out the door while the removal men are coming and going through the doors. So he's going to be completely out of the way, having a lovely visit with Grandma and Grandad. So yes, so that was our Sunday. So I'm going to draw this week's vlog to a close. Next week is going to be extremely busy. Tomorrow morning, we're delivering the spaceship. So we're going to be out on Monday, which is why I'm trying to get everything done tonight. So on that note, like I said, I will draw this week to a close and say I will see you in the next. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.